what causes the delay of the AFP modernization, baway Horizon 1, 2, 3, dapat nasa 3 na tayo ngayon, external defense. We are still implementing may one pa yata na konti, and now 2. So ang layo na ng ano natin, dapat nasa external defense na tayo. So what's really causing the problem for the delays of the AFP modernization?
Mga kabayan, kaya pala mabagal ang usad ng modernization ng Pilipinas dahil dito, sana magawa ng Senado ng paraan ang problemang ito, para magkaroon ng sapat na budget ang modernization ng Pilipinas, kaya panuorin ang video para malaman, pero bago panuorin, please like nyo muna ang video at mag-subscribe. Maraming salamat po.
Nangyayari kasi, pag Congress yan, every year, nagkakaroon ng budget cut in our AFP modernization. It's just the Senate who restores it, Madam Chair. We even augment it, no? I think the AFP and DND officials know about this. Tanong ko lang, anybody from DND or AFP can answer. In the ASEAN, among our ASEAN neighbors, halimbawa, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Vietnam, how much do they allocate? Baka may alam, sino pong may alam, for their defense spending? Ilang percent of their GDP? Meron ho kayang may makakapagsagot? Ito po, meron na si Madam Chair.
Percent, yeah.
Philippines pala is only allocating 1.19%. Singapore 2.7%. Myanmar is 3.8%. Japan is 1.2%. Thailand is 1.2%. Vietnam is 1.8%. No? Kaya lang yung Thailand, pareho sa atin kasi nakapag-invest na sila. Tama? They have a bigger armada already, no? Yung Air Force nila, mas marami na silang GDP based. Oo, tsaka yung through the years, kumbaga tayo yung playing catch up no? Ang tanong ko lang po, what is really ano po talaga nagiging problema sa every year na why are we late, what causes the delay of the AFP modernization, baway Horizon 1, 2, 3, dapat nasa 3 na tayo ngayon, external defense. We are still implementing may one pa yata na konti, and now 2. So ang layo na ng natin, dapat nasa external defense na tayo. So what's really causing the problem for the delays of the AFP modernization implementation?
Thank you for the question, Your Honor. First is, for example, Your Honor, for this year, we were given 40 billion for program expense. 90% or 95% of that will just go to multi-year acquisitions. So yung
Bayad utang na sa mga
bayad
delay.
utang. Yung
Mga delays.
natitira, yun na lang po ang pagtsatsagaan namin sa bago. Wala rin kami mabibili. We want to improve our bases, hindi rin namin magawa. So we are relying on program allocations, which we can only request towards the fourth quarter of the year, and we cannot do anything much about it anymore.
Actually, Yusek, Bison, yung pong 40 billion that was allocated this year in sa through the intervention of the Senate, no? Usually nasa 10 billion lang yan every year Nababawasan pa. 'Di ba? So it's the biggest in years na naging 40 billion tapos meron tayong unprogram na 30.
50,
Tama
sir.
po, 50.
Yes, sir.
So we're hoping that you can get that so that at least you can add more equipment, new equipment. Pag nakuha, na-raise po yung sa unprogram, yung pong 50 billion, you will be able to acquire new equipment. Kasi itong sabi nyo nga, itong nyo is just to pay off the multi-year contracts.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ang tanong ko lang, pero at least, Madam Chair, itong the good news, itong unprogram, naging controversial kasi unprogram Dito tinago yung mga flood control. But this time around, the good news is that in the unprogram funds, ang nakalagay na lang po rito is AFP modernization and yung pong pang foreign assisted projects, no? So dalawa na o tatlo na lang yata yan, no? Wala na po yung mga ibang sinisingit-singit diyan. So Will you, ito pong Horizon 1, 2, 3, so ano pong magiging, you will propose to revise it already? Para po, kasi masyado na tayo, kailangan natin update. Nalilito na tayo, nasa Horizon 2 pa tayo, may konti pang 1 na dapat nasa 3. So ano po magiging natin with the AP modernization? Ano po yung magiging bagong schedule or scheme?
Sir, we do not like the horizons anymore, sir, because the evolution of technologies and defense is fast changing. So, sticking to a 5-year horizons will not be practical anymore, Your Honor. So that's one of the changes on the law, besides the foreign financing, so that we can stretch the resources of the government. Some governments are giving us 20-25-year tenor on loans, and we pay as soon as they deliver the item. So it stretches our resource on acquiring capital intensive equipment.
So now that you mentioned that some other right-minded allies are offering to help support our modernization, na nagbibigay sila ng 18 years, 20 years payment scheme for acquisition of major assets, so for the Navy, for the Air Force. So have we considered already these offers that are being given, are being offered to the AFP?
Yes, sir. We are considering it, sir. Right now, as it was newly introduced in the General Appropriations Act, that we can avail of foreign financing. We are new to it. It has to undergo a tedious process. We're exploring it, Your Honor, for big ticket items. Example will be missile defense, fighters, geostationary satellites, which will require a really big outlay.
For now, ang talaga natin because of the precarious situation in the West Philippine Sea, we really need to strengthen. Kailangan talaga natin mag-play catch up to our dating Horizon 3, focusing on external defense. I know for a fact that when we went with the Madam Chair, when we went to France, they are offering, sila po yung nag-offer ng mga 18-20 year payment scheme for acquisition of major assets, be it for our Navy or Air Force, sa ating pong mga multi-role fighters or naval assets. Korea, I think, is also offering. So, ang ano ko lang ng dito ay, of course, be rest assured that hopefully na we will still be there for another 2 years. Hopefully, magtuloy-tuloy that we will be able to allocate or allot again this big, kung ganito ko kalaki, do you think Yusek, na itong kung halimbawa yung 50 and 40 billion, yung 40 and 50 billion program and unprogram, at least can this make a difference now compared to what previously was allocated to or allotted to the AFP modernization?
Yes, Your Honor, it will make a difference definitely. We expect to consume the fourth program funds for the first semester. Hopefully, we can DBM will approve us on towards the program funds towards the end of the year, which we are thankful because DBM last year allowed us 14 ba 15 billion last year on non-program funds, and we were able to contract it out using the program funds, and with the enough leeway given to us, so we want to take advantage of the opportunity given us.
Ang naging problema kasi just like in any other programs, projects, yung change in administration, nagkakaroon minsan ng change in policies, priorities. Nangyayari sa ating infrastructure, instead of us investing in going for long term, naging short and medium term. Kaya nga napag-iwanan tayo na ASEAN neighbors natin And probably that applies also to our AFP modernization. So how does the department intend to operationalize this continuous modernization model so that it survives changes in administration? Paano kaya natin pwedeng para matulungan namin kayo in terms of AFP modernization? Kasi talagang problema natin yung 6-year term, 3-year term, sometimes it's not enough for the full implementation or ito lalo na sa AFP modernization. Pag gumawa lang kayo ng paggawa lang ng naval asset ng isang barko ng frigate, 5 years, 4, 5 years, no? So it might transcend administration. So paano ho natin kaya magagawa na we will be able to modernize in spite of the fact that we have only 3 or 6-year term for administrations?
Your Honor, we, on the part of the department, we made sure that acquisitions is purposive in a sense that we start with a strategy or an architecture or a structure on how to situate acquisitions. Katulad po sa flood control, may master plan po. Hindi yung kung saan lumalabas. So for the Navy, we have an active archipelagic defense concept. We have a comprehensive archipelagic defense concept. So we also have a missile defense concept. So every procurement is situated on an overall scheme. So hindi po yung bilhin mo to. Kung wala naman akong gagamitin, hindi ko bibilin yan. Walang paglalagyan yan. So we already agreed on concepts. These are approved. But of course, new bosses will have new policies. But we have it.
That's the reason I asked, because each time there's a new administration,
Yes, sir.
maybe change in priorities, change in diba?
Plans. Yes, sir.
Plans.
Yes, sir.
So ang gusto natin yung long term, no?
Yes,
May master plan man halimbawa sa infra, dapat meron din tayo sa AFP modernization so that we can already play catch up, ma'am. I think if compared to our ASEAN neighbors, no, malayo na sila, no? Indonesia, Malaysia, even Thailand. Ilan na yung multi-role fighters sila, ilan na yung Navy nila, kompleto na sila. Kaya yung defense spending nila, mababa na. Kasi nga, they were able to invest already through the years. Tayo, we're playing catch up eh. Tama ho, di ba? So yun po yung tinatanong ko so that we will be able to achieve yung ating pong target or goal of having that, hindi naman natin kinakailangan maging i-match itong halimbawa, itong China. Superpower yun, third world lang tayo. But at least the respectable defense posture that we need. Yun po yung yung at least yung ating credible defense posture that we need, that we will be able to achieve this, transcending these different administrations. So, yun po. Will that now be part of what you propose in the new AFP modernization plan?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, we come up with our concept of operations on undersea, sea, sensors, domains, effectors, the whole thing. It's there. It's published. We can brief the Senate, the good senator, on that. And,
so hopefully we can really play catch up, no? Kasi parang ilan taon lang, Madam Chair, I can remember that at least medyo right now, yung naval assets natin are now modernized na. Medyo nagmo-modernize. Wala na yung gone are the days of vintage World War II. Few years ago, yung may gumagamit pa tayo ng mga World War II vessels, di ba? Tapos kaya makailan, bumibili pa tayo ng mga yung pong mga air force natin na yung mga chopper natin na kahit walang kalaban, bumabagsak. Di ba? Yung UH-1, nagkaroon ng investigation dito, naalala ko. So, it was the Senate also who investigated and stopped the acquisition of refurbished or reconditioned, di ba? So, ngayon, panibago na. So, ang ko lang, Madam Chair, we're not a rich nation, but siguro dapat bilhin na natin what is practical and what is reliable. Hindi tayo mayaman, so kailangan yung magagamit na matagal.
the observation of the senator is correct. And besides the equipment, we need support equipment, which is a bigger requirement, from shipyards to naval bases to sustainment systems to be in place for this new equipment.
Yes, we understand. Of course, yung kailangan natin support, we need to support, halimbawa, yung mga bagong naval assets natin, kailangan natin ng bagong bases, no? That can accommodate all of these new frigates and bigger ships. Yung mga natin, Air Force, hopefully will be able to acquire yung MRF na matagal na nating inaasam-asam. Kailangan natin ng mga bagong support, no? Yung pong sa yung
Being considered, Your Honor, we are eyeing the munitions pier of the former 7th Fleet. It's called the Nabasan Wharf. That will be the home of the future Philippine fleet. So the naval magazine will be there. We'll improve on the facilities. And just to give a picture for the good senator, a frigate will load about 1 million liters in one go. And we need depots, we need magazines.
At wala po yan doon sa dating Hanjin facilities. Wala, no?
Wala po.
And I saw it kasi talagang wala, parang warehouse lang siya.
Yes, sir.
Sabi ko nga, Madam Chair, when I saw that facility that the Navy is renting out from the American company na 1 billion a year, na wala siyang masyadong support mechanism, no, to support our new acquisition. So hopefully mag-transfer sila sa Subic Bay, and I think Subic Bay SBMA has welcomed yung Navy para yung 1 billion na binabayad sa Subic na lang natin ibayad, no? And I think tama ho kayo, nandun na po yung mga it was really designed as a naval base, so it can be used, no? Yung depot, bunkers are there. So hopefully it can be may sasama na rin po natin yan.
That's correct, Your Honor. We programmed for the development of the Nabasan Pier. It's a multi-year program, and we're working on it with the chief executive on the development of that area. For refueling, if you don't have a depot, kung gas truck lang, Your Honor, mga 5 araw silang nagagas up bago mapuno yung barko. Ganong karami yung kailangan na fuel namin.
And also now, I think we need to do that as soon as possible para po yung maintenance, yung support services to our new assets, and meron pa mga darating, no? Kasi nakita ko talaga yung Hanjin, walang kulang na kulang, warehouse lang yun Paparada na, pero talagang walang support. As you said, wala naman depot pa ron, no fuel.
Yes, sir. The Hanjin, sir, is designed as a shipyard for aircraft carriers.
Yes,
It's
not really for
not a naval base, sir.
not a naval base.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you for that. Anything that we will be able to improve ito tong aming bill on AFP modernization, let us know so that yun po, Madam Chair, no, so that in the long term that we can really play catch up. Masyado na tayong nahuli. Every year nakakaawa po ang modernization budget. Ito po yung laging kinakaltasan. Binabawasan sa Kongreso. Buti na lang dyan ang Senado na nagre-restore, and we even augment. Pero 10 billion lang. But now, with the 40 billion and 50 billion program and program, hopefully it can be retained in the coming year so that we can already have that minimum credible defense posture that we are all envisioning to have. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Sana magawa ng Senado ng magandang batas para sa modernisasyon ng Pilipinas, at sana maipasa kaagad. Kaya abangan na lang natin. Yun lang mga kabayan, maraming salamat sa time ninyo.